shit. New character. And I think this is another one of the main characters. So it's another plot girl for us. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. There's no teacup there. Hello there, may I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movement of her lips seems to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid my eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry I've intruded. I was kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to have a seat? Unexpectedly, considering that I'm chewing upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite to her. The girl resting a teacup and saucer were on a table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that. And the slight cloudiness to her eyes that she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Call it! What? I know these crypts so much. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence extremely uncomfortable. Or entirely uncomfortable. The calming atmosphere is so different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student at HANAKO? Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers. Accented by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match, before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Sato, pleased to meet you. How so? Hiseo Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking her request in stride. With another word, she steps off her chair and prepares a second cup of tea from the collection of supplies laid along a shelf. Brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whenever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see her back, she seems to use her long, dainty fingers to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in the class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone adapts. Suzune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. What kind of problem does this guy have? He has like a heart problem technically, but as long as he doesn't do stuff too strenuous, he's good. He's like A triple plus most of the time at least. Just problems here and there, but he's good. He has no distinct problem. We get people with no legs, burned fucking faces, goddamn missing a hand, deaf, blind. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's nothing compared to them. He's a low-level cripple. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seemed pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Suzune and me, some classmates from me was on this floor. She finished pouring the water into the teacup as she nodded, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware, Miss Hakamichi. Shizune Hakamichi, I remember now. as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3. No, that's right, in the science room with Muto. Oh, she gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon, slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I'll imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Oh, there's fucking Hiseo. He looks like such a scrub. As she sets the tea down, I gently take it and sip. Oh my god. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, it smells quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please, no need to be so formal. She says this in spite of her extremely well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct, I'm in class 3-2. It's which is on the third floor, same as yours. It is taught by Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi. Oh shit, karate, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. Oh, Mr. Miyagi. Fucking hell, how are they supposed to wax on and wax off without him? They're blind as well. Oh, yeah. So then that means he sails also in year 3, I mean. Alright, so he's a third year. Alright, Kush. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the fosh posh. Look at her face though, she doesn't seem at the least put off by it. Fox posh? What the hell's a fox fucking posh? I think it's like... I think it's like a slip or blunder in etiquette. Oh man, he shouldn't have done that. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sure, sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a change, so I can't fault you for it. Well, the same can't be said for everyone. Many have come to terms with their condition. A category which would include her, it seems. Oh, too ready to jump ship from this particular fucking hell. Particular topic. Supposed to be segue. So that's how you spell segue? Holy shit. It shouldn't be spelt like that. I thought it was like... Segue, fucking hell, that is how you spell segue. Alright. I thought it was like a Q. Segue... No. Curious. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be a version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duty as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, hey? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. Well, Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven really seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Aloft? Fucking hell, these words. It's fucking in English and I can still barely understand it. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtime, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I'm just wanting to get off my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same shares the same rule as my old school. Is it compulsionary? Fucking hell, holy shit, I'm out of mind and out of body. Isn't compulsory to join a club. It isn't, though it is encouraged. Oh, good, that's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get hold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look over to the window of her show, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinct orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, the time's gone quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Hiseo. I didn't mean to keep you from the library so long. I quickly moved to allay her concerns. Ah, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think about it. It's probably something I should have asked as why I had a chance, but lately seems likely no case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my walks and firms, I have enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on a table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there, and in any case, I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny your offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. Alright. Oh, it's one of those walking canes. I didn't notice that the first time. Cool. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, while Lily's is for navigation. Alright, I think the volume's a bit too loud. I'm going to lower it a bit. It's good. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. Oh, what chivalry. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old-world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it in the thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Thump! Something from under the counter thugs against it. Oh, followed by a quiet wail. She thumped her head. Oh. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to the extremely rigid attention. Ah, hi Lily, how can I help you? Why does it say librarian for a name? We already made it clear that when she said Yuko. Oh my god. Ooh. Her voice is straining and faintly attempts to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser on her desk, and while I was looking for it, pencil dropped. And when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't. No, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers. Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit a librarian perfectly. Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 important books that arrived? Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst the celebrations, partially from managing to change subject, I'm sure she knows me from the corner of her eyes and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Heiseo, a new student. Heiseo, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Oh, so only now we get her name? Alright, I like this game. This is good. Heiseo, right. Heiseo, pleased to meet you too, Heiseo. Oh, fucking God. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille. I thought that was like some foreign country, a Braille or something, but no, Braille. Would you like to tell Heiseo a little something about the library? Lily's instant suggestion met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much of a responsibility. I don't see any responsibility at all. I don't get it, but I objected so sincerely that I don't for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me with the light novels are. Oh my God, you might as well disembowel yourself. Light novels are shit, man. But, so there are a lot of books in Braille here. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. Seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to, but not exactly relaxed, but at least looks slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamako's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind suites that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. Adequately endowed, They spend more on new books than on my salary. Then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they raise so much. I wish I could quit my job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yukio, I would have those books if it's all right with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the book and ran more, occasionally sliding out when to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arm. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is. A library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck with us in here, unless I was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks, set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. Well, the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping. The back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. Oh, let me think. Dark-haired girl. This is so easy. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of classroom earlier. I called it. I know this stuff. This is great. It wouldn't be no-hand girl or legless girl. No. It'd be dark-haired girl. Alright, she's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged more as a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disputes from the class raised all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly, but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards a mysteriously long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least her third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I am shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands. Before that I realize that looking away probably makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself. Remember when I walked up to... Alright, how should I do this? Because she seems like she might appreciate the apology, or she might feel inconvenient. She might feel like she inconvenienced me when I say that, and it might make it feel worse. If I do my original task, I don't know. Or maybe these choices are pointless. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go, sorry. It's okay. See, I knew it would be something like that. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods, just a little. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi, never heard of it. Aside from studying you, I'm Hisao. She looks up for her book, stalling a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible, even in the library. Somehow I know that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. I'm HANAKO. I'm HANAKO. Oh shit, HANAKO. That's a fucking baller name. Oh my god. I fucking called it. That's a nice name. Just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introduction of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in the book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her falling hair and the scars that's hiding. Dude, don't do that. Oh, and after a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts like a scared rabbit. Holy shitty shit. Fucking hell. I feel bad for her now. Not much, but at least a little bit. Oh. When our gaze finally meets, the chain reaction is unstoppable. Oh shit.